Welcome back. It is Sunday sit-down time. With us now, a very special guest, Mizzou Athletic Director Jim Sterk, coming to us virtually from your house, from Mizzou. Where are you coming to us from?
I'm at the arena. Yeah, we're hosting another graduation, and a lot of things still going on.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to see everyone graduating this weekend. I think for a lot of student athletes across the country, it was great just on Friday with the new legislation, the name, image, and likeness. What do you think? Is this good or bad for collegiate sports?
Well, kind of like the pandemic, we don't know where it's going to end. The Congress, actually states are weighing in, and we were fortunate enough to have our state legislature pass the bill and send it to the governor, but still have the Congress to weigh in on the issue, and then also the NCAA is trying to manage it as best they can. But I think it's an opportunity for student athletes to make money off their name, image, and likeness, and so I think it's where the rules fall ultimately. I don't know, and where it'll fall out, but we've hired a firm last fall at Open Doors, and we've been educating our student athletes about building their brand. How do you do that? And then also it'll ultimately end up with financial classes that are a part of that. But really, how do you build your brand? How do you build your social media following? And then there'll be other aspects to it as we develop it.
So as of now, I read the date, August 28th is when this could go into effect. Do you think that's what's going to happen? I know every state that's passed some sort of legislation, it looks a little bit different. So is it sort of the wild, wild west out there? And is this going to happen in August?
Yeah, we have a spectrum. There's some states that are saying as of July 1st, and then you have Ohio State that has not done anything, doesn't have a program about building a brand. They're waiting until things settle down and where it sorts out. And so it's somewhere we'll meet somewhere in the middle over the next couple of years, I think, but it'll be a work in progress.
Well, starting on Tuesday, you guys are going to have 50% capacity at all home games. That starts with the Mizzou-Kansas game. I know a lot of fans are excited about that. It says masks recommended, so are masks no longer required at your guys' home meets? What would you like Mizzou fans to do?
Yeah, I think what we need to do is just be respectful, and I think with our fans, we just ask them to be that way. I would bring your mask, to bring along with you, but I think most of the time it'll be where it's not regulated. So we'll be going by the state, the CDC, and the county health guidelines.
Well, the Mizzou softball team is going to host a regional this weekend, which is extremely exciting for the Columbia community. What do you think of, the job that Larissa's done, and what does this mean for the community, especially after everything that's happened the last year, and especially not just the last year with the sanctions, with the softball team, for them to have this moment this weekend? What do you think?
They've done a great job, and Larissa's led them, and they're such a confident group. They never say die. Had a heartbreaker the other night with Florida, and where we went ahead in the seventh, and then Florida ultimately scored. But it's indicative of them. That was a high level game. Florida was ranked, I think, third, and I don't know where they were in the country. They're in the top 10 for sure, but they're ahead of our league, and so we can compete with anybody. I think it's going to be an exciting time. The goal from the start of the season was to host a regional, and then you have that opportunity to make it to a super regional, and then ultimately the World Series. So I think the sky's the limit for this group.
What about football in the fall? I know a lot of fans want to know, what's Faurot Field going to look like? Do you think we'll have a packed house, 100% capacity at Faurot?
Well, right now it's dirt. We're replacing the field on there. We had targeted it last year, but then COVID hit and the pandemic, and so we're resurfacing the field. It'll be the same surface that we'll have in our indoor once that's completed next year. But yeah, we're planning on it. We already know how to pivot and adjust if need be because of a pandemic. So we're veterans in that after this past year, so we know how to do that. But right now we're planning on a full house, and I think there's built up demand, if you will, and I think people are excited. Our ticket sales are ahead, and I encourage people to get them as soon as they can and sign up.
Is tailgating going to be back?
Yes, that's a great question, but yeah, as long as the county health and everyone agrees it's safe, I think that's something that should be back in full support.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic, have you? I know it's all pretty vague, and I don't know if there's a 100% way to know this, but have you guys had any contact tracing back fan-to-fan spread of the virus at any of your sporting events throughout this last year?
I was it's a great question. I was thinking about that today. We have not had any notification of any contact tracing around one of our events.
What's the latest on the new indoor football facility? I know May was the date that this was supposed to be voted on. When can you expect to break ground on this?
Yeah, next week our board will be looking at our financial plan and our design and expect it to be passed, and so it'll be right after that. We've already been cutting some trees down in the area, preparing the site, but it'll go full steam after that.
Do you have a completion date in mind for when that could be up and running?
It'll be fall of 22. So during the way it looks, we've been having to adjust with steel and access to those kinds of supplies and adjusting when that will actually be. But we have to go out to bid to really truly find out what the results will be. But the target is fall of 22.
Do you have a percentage of what players have been vaccinated, and are there any perks for student athletes that have been vaccinated? Do they still have to get tested, and kind of what does that look like moving forward?
That's a great question. We don't know that number. I've been asking that, and our trainers are trying to get a rough number to us because it is a privacy issue, but it will be from a standpoint of the SEC. They've laid out their medical task forces has recommended right now, the way things said, if you're 85% vaccinated, then you no longer have to do random testing, and so that'll be an incentive. I think our student athletes are really tired of those weekly and multiple times a week testing, especially during the season.
Well, I know the budget last year, you guys were $9 million deficit. Is that looking up this year? Do you feel like you'll be positive this year by the end of 2021?
Well, we took a significant hit in our season ticket sales. Fortunately, our support from donations has increased, and that support has increased. And then with the SEC, we've been working on our financial plans as far as the media rights, and so it's looking. We have a really good shot at having a balanced budget in the middle of a pandemic, and that would be just a huge accomplishment by our coaches, staff, and obviously Tim Hickman, our CFO, and the folks that run our budget.
Well, lastly, I wanted to ask you, Jim. Now you've almost been here 5 years. What do you think of the job you've done, and is this a place that you can see yourself, another 5 years and then maybe a decade, or maybe this is possibly a place that you'd finish out your career?
Well, it's been in AD years. It's these 5 years of we've been through a lot. As far as the coaches, I think we've hired really good coaches that have a win it right attitude. They're going to win it in the right way, but they're going to compete at the highest level and compete for championships. And so that's at the end of the day, that's what an AD is measured by. We've been able to engage our donors and gain support that way. We've had record fundraising years, so a lot to do. There's more to do, so I'm not ready to give it up yet.
Well, we appreciate having you on the show, and thanks so much for coming on with us, and good luck this weekend to the softball team. And you got a lot going on right now, Jim, so like I said, appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time. Now go get the rest of the jobs done.
All right, yeah.
Enjoy graduation, that too.
That's right.
All right, we'll be right back after this.